We are witnessing the rise of nationalism, protectionism, the pursuit of narrow interests, and the decline of common cause. This is the world that we, as South Africa, a developing economy, must now navigate. But we are not daunted to navigate our path through this world that constantly changes. We will not be deterred. We are, as South Africans, a resilient people, and we will not be bullied. We will stand together as a united nation, and we will speak with one voice in defense.
South Africa's white population has rejected President Donald Trump's offer to resettle them as refugees in the United States after Pretoria recently enacted the expropriation law. On Friday, February 7th, President Trump signed an executive order cutting U.S. aid to South Africa, citing the expropriation law, which he says targets the whites in South Africa. In 2023, South Africa received $270 million in funding from the U.S. A large part of the funds went to healthcare. Official records show the white population in South Africa is 7.2% of the country's 63 million people, and they own over 70% of farmland. South Africa's expropriation law allows government to acquire privately owned land for public use. The landowner may be compensated or not, depending on purpose of acquisition. In his recent executive order, Trump said he would resettle Afrikaners who are victims of unjust racial discrimination in South Africa. Afrikaners are mostly white descendants of early Dutch and French settlers. The South African government, however, says Trump is amplifying misinformation. Under apartheid, 85% of South African land was reserved for whites, who formed 17% of the population at the time. A 78-year-old white pensioner in South Africa's Cape Town recently told Reuters news agency, "Our land has not been taken over by government. The people's lives are continuing normally. So, what are we going to do in the US?" AfriForum, an Afrikaner group led by Kaylee Creel, told Trump that its members would not take up his resettlement offer. Separately, the Solidarity Movement, which represents about 600,000 Afrikaner families and 2 million individuals, said, "We may disagree with the president's party, the African National Congress Party, ANC, but we love our country. Repatriation of Afrikaners as refugees is not a solution for us." Representatives of Orania, an Afrikaner-only town in South Africa, also rejected Trump's offer, saying, "Afrikaners do not want to be refugees. We love and are committed to our homeland." The matter on land reform boiled over on X network on Sunday, February 9th, when billionaire Elon Musk, who was born in Pretoria to South African parents, said opposition politician Julius Malema of the Economic Freedom Fighters Party, EFF, should be sanctioned over past remarks targeting whites in South Africa. According to Tesla CEO Musk, Malema called for genocide against the white population in South Africa. Musk also leads the U.S. government's efficiency team, an advisory body tasked with identifying wastage in government. In response to Musk, Malema's party EFF said the billionaire's wealth has overwhelmed him and made him think of himself as supreme ruler of all nations in the world. Musk's net worth is $400 billion, making him the world's richest person. EFF added that equality in South Africa is rooted in the return of land to African people. Meanwhile, South Africa says it will not be bullied by the U.S. for making sovereign decisions. Trump also cut aid for South Africa after Pretoria filed a case against Israel at the International Court of Justice, where Pretoria accuses U.S. ally Israel of committing genocide against Palestinians.
Ik wil nou eens toe gaan naar mama toe. Kirifiel wel toilet roll. I can say los lapi. Goeiemorgen.
Passport, please.
It's my birth certificate. Certified, skawar.
Visa?
Oh, no. Kanalaring. I am a refugee. Begripstoet, completely. After 1 month, because I finally can do my modeling. My vakantie.
Let me get this right. You're part of the oppressed ethnic minority Afrikaner.
I'm oppressed, depressed, depressed. I came in the luggage compartment. I want to toilet.
When did they take your land away?
If I'm to estimate, over 300 years ago. But currently, there's people, but right in front of my stop nonsense. They are busy there loitering.
Where will you be staying?
Department of Education. I hear it's empty now. Hopefully, Bokwebes and all join me. They're still trying to figure out what Abehambe means.
I remember my time in Cape Town. They taught me one thing. Makoa Bayatena. Yeah. Welcome to the United States, sir.
Ik wil nou eens.
My name is Davy Wessels. President Trump, I see a lot of liberals wants to tell you what's going on in South Africa. Well, on ground level, our situation is dismal. And yes, you are correct in your assumption that South Africa is a failed state. We are experiencing a war-like situation with more than 22,000 people being murdered each year, hundreds of thousands of people being affected by crime each year. Thousands of our people and children are being murdered and raped on a daily basis. I'm a boer and farmer, and since the ANC came into power, thousands of white farmers were murdered and tortured to death on their farms. This being actively encouraged by the EFF and ANC. People are dying in state hospitals, hallways, waiting for days to be admitted for standard procedures. All the while, the ANC cadre steals the money, which is supposed to go to the needy. All state institutions are failing, and the woke liberal DA are the ones signing the expropriation law into power, since they are part of the ANC-led government. The situation is so bad currently that if a loved one doesn't answer their phone, you're immediately worried about what could have happened to them. The woke liberals and the ANC is trying to paint a rosy picture. But if you want our help in your investigation, we will show you the reality on ground level. We already gathered 50,000 signatures in 2 days in support of this message of us. And it is to be handed over in a huge gathering by our fellow Boers and Patriots Saturday the 15th at the US Embassy in Pretoria. This gathering is organized by myself and fellow Afrikaner Willem Petzer. We sincerely hope this message will reach you, and we want to thank the international community for their
USA, USA, USA. Hey dude, what's up? I'm moving to the USA, bro. Okay, why? Because I just got refugee status, son. Okay, don't talk like that, okay? And why did you get refugee status? Because I'm white, bro. Isn't refugee status for people from war-torn countries or like people that has got nowhere else to go? Not me white, you know, like Trump. There's literally thousands of people living in shacks today because of our history and also because of the current government's terrible efforts to take care of the most vulnerable. Do you think they can get refugee status? Are they white? No. Well, too bad. What Daddy Trump says goes. Isn't that racist? I don't know, dude. Ask Elon. Everyone knows he's the real president, huh? Did you check the Time magazine cover? Elon that worked in America as an illegal immigrant. Yeah, the guy that still greets you like this. No, don't do that. So you're moving for real? Yeah, dude, I'm just over this shit place, eh? But I'll see you in December in Plett, at the beach house. Also got tickets for all the Springbok games. And also it's Africa Burn. Those things are expensive, so you better be there with me. So wait, you're coming back? Well, duh, I have to come back, dude. I got my Hilux bucky here that I need to service. I'm also repainting the house in Arties. Got a golf tournament in Pinnacle Point. You think Cape Town 10 is gonna be fun without me? So wait, let me just get this straight. You don't have to be a victim of any kind to get this refugee status from Trump. No, dude, aren't you listening to me?
Well, we're moving to America. Do you need help packing? Like, we'll come together, bro. I'll bring the boxes, the tape. I'll get some guys to come help. You know, we'll make a day of it. I'll fucking gladly pack your shit.
One of the things that irritate me the most, Nan, is when somebody from a different country asks me, where you from? And I say I'm from South Africa, and like, aren't you white? Yes, I'm white. Like, there are white people in South Africa.
If there are any people, if there is anyone or tribe or country that pretends a lot, is South Africa. They'll come under your comment section telling you we love ourselves. We don't even tell white Africans to go, Afrikaners to go back. We love ourselves. But go to TikTok and see what these people are doing. Telling the white Afrikaners to go back to their place, where they come from. Now, wow, because Afrikaners were saying no, they don't want to go. They prefer to stay in South Africa. Even though they have issues with the ANC, that they still want to stay back and support this President Ramaphosa. And then some, Black South Africans in the comment section were just saying things that they should go back to their country. People were like, what are they going to do in their country? They say they should just go. They are going to show them what they will do in their country. These are people who used to come under my comment section and tell me how South Africans love themselves, how South Africans cannot even buy a fly. Own South African president and American president are, having fun and all of that, different lies. So in all, just to score cheap points, you are not the one doing it. Just tell the person. So basically, they said they're not going to America. and they are now making jest of it. They are making joke out of the whole thing. White South Africa.